I'm saying all of this because I'm not any different than anyone in this room. We all have gone through something, some kind of struggle, and we all have stories. And at the end of it all, it's what do we do with our stories? You know, do we keep it in, or do we share it with the hopes that it may ignite someone else and may encourage them to kind of push and persevere through whatever they're going through. So, coming into this world, I already had some odds against me. My mother, she was an addict, and she was doing drugs while I was in her womb, so I was labeled a crack baby or an infant fiend. And so when I was 14 months old, my mother, it was a story that my mother went and, you know, did whatever she was doing. And she left me, my sister, and my brother by ourselves. And over 3 days, and during the course of this time, the county came in and they took us away and placed us into foster care. And so there's these 3 children in the system and really just left feeling as though nobody wanted us. We were placed into one foster home who is a woman, a beautiful woman who later adopted us. Her name is Fareed, and she's a very strong woman, you know, still kicking. She's 86 now, and she adopted us when I turned 7. But when I was 3, I lost my mother to a drug overdose. They said that one story is that she was in an apartment room with a needle in her arm. Another story is that she was sitting at the table, and by the time whatever they were doing came back to her, she was gone. So I grew up without my mother, and that was a huge struggle for me, and I didn't understand that it was even a struggle. I was just going through the motions, getting into trouble, very rebellious young lady, and in and out of the principal office, just fighting, and I enjoyed fighting. It actually gave me a release. Just dealt with a lot of trauma. I looked in the mirror and I looked just like my mother. I think I brought a picture of her with me. I look just like this beautiful woman. I have it in a nice plastic wrap. You can pass that around. Look just like her, but I didn't know who she was. And growing up, I wanted to know who she was. And I didn't mourn her. And I didn't take time to identify the issues that were going on inside. Why? Because I was a kid. I didn't know. So I got into a lot of trouble. When I was around 10, I tried to take my life. I was very young. And I really felt like there was no purpose of me existing. And I used to talk to God, because I knew who God was. My adoptive mother, she kept us in church. I feared God, but really didn't understand how to have a relationship with Him. I really believed that I was God's only mistake. And I forgave God at 10. I was like, I forgive you, God. I understand, you know, I'm your only mistake. I get it. I'm just here. And I really felt so compelled and so down and heavy and depressed that I tried to take my life. It didn't work. And I thank God it didn't work. Amen. Because I'm here today. See, at 10, I didn't see right now. I didn't see it. I only saw what was right in front of me. And so I go to schools and I talk to young people and I try to tell them, like, I understand how tough it could be to be a child and to go through struggles and to go through trauma and not know what to do and feel like there's barriers and there's bondage and there's all these things in your way and you can't see anything else beyond what you see in front of you. My encouragement is always like, you gotta find a way to push and find a way to persevere through that circumstance and how to use your story to tell other people with the hope that they will be ignited with some kind of change. Of course, God is part of this story because He is the one that was there the whole time, even when I felt like He wasn't.